There's a story making its way around the media in China, and it's so crazy that it's made its way over to the West in America. Yahoo covered this story. It's about a Chinese man. His surname is Chen. Chen is from Jiangxi, that's in eastern China. He's 45 years old. He's been married to his wife for 16 years, and they have 3 daughters together. He's a hard-working man and even had to take up a job on the road to support his wife and 3 daughters. While out in the field at work, Chen and his wife maintained close contact with frequent voice and video calls. Life was going great for this couple, until one day while away at work, Chen called his wife and he didn't get an answer. This set off a chain of events that changed the lives of Chen, his wife, and 3 daughters completely. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. And if you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. Chen and his wife had a pretty stable marriage. By 2022, going 16 years strong, he worked hard to provide for the family while his wife maintained the home and their 3 kids. One day while at work, Chen reached out to his wife, but he noticed a change. She stopped answering. For some reason, he started to get more unanswered phone calls, so he thought his wife was avoiding him. That's when he became suspicious. So when he returned home, he added a tracker to her phone to keep up with her GPS location. On March 1st, Chen traced his wife to a hotel in eastern China. He saw his wife checking out of the hotel with a man. He approached them, and that's when he found out that his wife had been having an affair with that man. She begged for his forgiveness, so Chen decided to forgive her because he wanted to keep his family together. He was thinking that it's been 16 years and he didn't want to lose his 3 daughters. But although he decided to forgive her for the affair with the man, the hotel situation, Chen still couldn't rest. He couldn't rest because he always had doubts about his youngest daughter. So he decided to do something about it. He sought a paternity test, and when the results came back, his biggest fear was confirmed. It was revealed that his youngest daughter was fathered by another man. Once again, Chen chose to stay in the marriage to keep the family together. He was going to forgive his wife for the affair, for the youngest daughter not being his, and continue to take care of the wife and all 3 kids. That's until he tested the other 2. Found out that he was also not the father of the other girls. Chen was hit with the devastating news. All 3 girls he believed to be his just a few months ago, none of them are his biological children. Imagine having a low-down, scandalous wife like this. She's been cheating on you for years. But not only do you find out that she's been cheating while you're out working to provide for her and the 3 kids, but then you find out that none of the kids are yours? That right there was the final straw for Chen. So he finally told his wife that he realized that it was nothing to work out and he wanted a divorce. After that confrontation, his wife disappeared and now he can't find her. She's untraceable. Chen started reaching out to local media outlets, asking for help in tracking down his wife. So a TV station managed to contact her over the phone, and when questioned about the situation, guess what she had to say for herself? This basset hound says she did not cheat on her husband and that biological paternity is not important. And get this, she even went as far as criticizing her husband for wanting a divorce. So let me get this straight. She cheated on her husband, had 3 babies, paternity results showed that he wasn't the father of any of the girls, but she said that she didn't cheat on him. Well, how in the world did you come up with 3 kids with DNA that didn't match your husband's DNA, but you never cheated? No apology, didn't take any accountability, didn't own up to this horrible lie and betrayal. Instead, she criticized him for wanting a divorce. And that's not all. Want to know her excuse for why she said Chen should not be concerned about paternity? She said couples who cannot have kids, they adopt them all the time. That's what she said to the news outlet. She continued by saying, "Please try to empathize with me. The 3 children called him dad for many years, but now he says the daughters are not his own. What is the difference between him and an animal?" Yeah, she called him an animal. So you're talking about him when he did nothing, but what about you? What's the difference between you and a pigeon? You're a bird, a lying, sneaky, manipulative, slithering snake. Couples who can't have kids, sometimes they make the decision to adopt kids. That's true. But in this case, you didn't give him the opportunity to decide if he wanted to have and take care of kids not biologically his. Ma'am, you cheated on him. You led him to believe that those kids belonged to him. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This modern woman would not take accountability, and even when she was wrong, she attempted to shame him for wanting a divorce, insult him by calling him the animal when she's the dog, guilt him and make him feel bad for not wanting to be there. As you can see, this woman is very fluent in sign language. A lawyer in the area weighed in on the case. He said Chen is fully capable of divorcing her if he believes that her actions, quote, severely harmed their relationship. The lawyer went on to say whenever he applies for a divorce, not only will the law encourage him to ask his wife to reimburse support payments and other expenses he paid for the 3 kids, but he could also seek damages for psychological suffering. So if anybody wondered why she was on the run, that's why. Apparently in China, women are held accountable for paternity fraud, at least financially. If there was a law in America like that, allowing men who are wronged by liars like Chen's wife to sue them and get their hard-earned money back, as well as damages for mental suffering, a lot of women would be in big trouble. Because there are still a lot of women out there lying to men like this every day, which is why mandatory paternity tests are so unpopular with women.
Do you think, like, what if there was a day where maternity tests were actually, like, mandatory?
Do you know who your baby daddy is?
I'm sorry, maternity. You guys, what if there was a day where paternity tests were actually mandatory? Why aren't they?
Do you know who your baby daddy is?
I do.
Exactly. Because for some women, they feel that it would make more of a stigma.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Against women, you know,
it
that
makes
men
a stigma
would
if you don't want to
stigmatize.
share the results. Yeah, right. It becomes a stigma. If it was just mandatory and it was all over, the stigma would actually go away.
Exactly. There would be no stigma if you just took the test. But no, women who agree with people like Lonnie, they want to be able to have the license to play games and get over on people. They want to be able to sleep around, get pregnant, and pin the baby on the most capable man they could find. We need mandatory paternity testing. There's no way around it. When a baby is born, get it out of the way before there's any signing of the birth certificate. It makes no sense to go 2, 3, 5, 16 years to find out a kid isn't yours. So let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What is it going to take to make paternity testing mandatory in the US? And when Chen found out the youngest daughter wasn't his, he was willing to stay and work things out. It wasn't until he found out all 3 girls were not his that he decided to let the relationship go. Was that a bad call initially to stay? Special thank you to DL the Saint from the I Really Want to Know podcast. I appreciate you for your support. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.